Outside of the fact that these videos and this place was used as propaganda, is that there was a wealth of culture there, and that there were artists and painters and all these creative dancers and people from theater, which is a lot of what you're doing right now to express what you're feeling about what you're learning. They're the ones who are documenting it because very few photographs existed of what was happening there. So they would draw pictures of the reality. And that's what we refer back to in history to see what was going on during the times. So right now, your pictures that you're drawing, right, these posters that you're creating, your art that you created last week, the abstract art, your number art, these are all your way of documenting a time in history that you're living in, right? Your way of reflecting. So just kind of a take on how important art is in the way of people understanding the world. Oftentimes in history, people go back to the artwork to know and understand what was happening during those times.
The no-toes lady.
The no-toes lady, yeah. The no-toes lady, all right? Okay. Did anybody else need help? Yes. I love the colors. Okay, no cheese unless. I would do maybe yellow and blue. This blue is kind of dark though, so maybe if, I think they have colored pencils. Yeah, that one would be good. So if you do no and red, the cheese and yellow, and then do unless in red as well. That way you could see it. You're just gonna have to color around the yellow. That's what I would say. Color around the yellow with the blue to make it pop. Does that make sense? And then if you're able to add an outline to the letters as well, that will help with making it to pop as well. It's okay with the Holocaust and what happened for the Jewish people. They should have been free, and that is her message. Again, big yellow star David in the middle. She's coloring it right now. The words go around it, nice and big. Not crazy colorful, but simple and sweet. You get the message when you read this, right? It's the idea of propaganda. Thank you, great job.
Don't let history repeat itself. And we shouldn't let history repeat itself because history has some bad things in it that we really don't need again.
So just in general, any bad things that have happened in history, let's not repeat them. But your images are specifically the Holocaust, right?
And then, yeah, my images are like planes dropping bombs on the cities and townspeople. Then there's Nazi soldiers shooting.
All right.
This one just went into that house to find anybody, but they didn't see the people.
Very colorful, very eye-catching, really good stuff.
Let's get better together quickly.
I like it. So what are you doing as far as images are concerned?
So my idea was to put multiple hands like this. Multiple hands
Oh, I love that you created a stencil.
Yeah, because like I had to make it look like a hand because usually when I make hands it's like all screwed.
Yeah, no, this is genius. I love it. So you're going to basically take this and put a bunch of hands, and they're going to be all different colors?
Yes.
Awesome! I love it. So these posters that you're creating right now is your way of documenting something you just learned about, right? So when you learn about the process of creation and also how historically people go back to art to find out what was going on during those times. I mean, I think any history study will always go back to the art to find out what was going on during those times. So you guys are living history right now. And it goes to show how important, again, and the same thing I said to you earlier, how important what you feel, what you do, what you document. You are one person, but you have the ability to influence many, right? So that's kind of a continued message from the very first day, and it will be all the way until we work together for the last time next week. But that's a message that I want you guys to hear very clearly. You have the power and ability to influence many as one person. Hitler is proof of that for us. We've talked about that, but we don't want to influence people that way. We want to actually use our power for good